students, good day. So as I promised that I will prove this again, though we have done it in class. So see this, if the root of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 in the ratio of p ratio q, prove that ac plus open bracket p plus q squared is equal to b squared, pq. So see this, as we all know, our root alpha and beta has the sum alpha plus beta is equal to minus b over a. We have alpha beta as product, which is c over a. Now by hypothesis, so we have alpha over beta is equal to p over q. We give this equation 1. And we have the product alpha beta is equals to c over a. Let us give this equation 2. So we have the sum alpha plus beta is equals to minus b over a. Let's give this equation 3. So we want to eliminate alpha and beta. And we first of all take equation 1 and relate it with equation 2 and relate it with equation 3. But let first of all take equation 1 and use equation 2 in order to eliminate alpha and beta, because from the left hand side and right hand side we don't have any alpha and beta. So we won't eliminate them now and prove that AC into P plus Q squared is equals to B squared PQ. Now from equation 1, we have alpha over beta is equals to P over Q. If we cross multiply, so we have alpha Q is equals to beta P. So to get alpha, we divide through by both sides by Q. This go with this, so we have, Q go with Q, we have alpha remain, we have alpha is equals to beta P over Q. So this alpha, let's put it in equation 2. Now we have alpha, our equation 2 is alpha beta is equals to C over A. Now, so we have, let's put it, so we have alpha, our alpha is beta P over Q, so we put it, we have beta P over Q, then we have beta outside, which is equal to C over A. If we remove this bracket, we have beta squared, are we there? Then P over Q is equals to C over A. So if you cross multiply now, we have A beta squared, then P is equals to QC. We are looking for beta, so we have AP over AP. So this go with this go with this. So I have beta squared is equals to QC over AP. Okay, now we have beta squared. Then we want to find alpha again. So again, from equation 1, let's cross multiply again. Alpha over beta is equals to P over Q. So it's equals to P over Q. Now, cross multiply, we have alpha Q is equals to beta P. So we are looking for beta now. Over P. This go with this. So I have beta is equals to alpha Q over P. Now let's put our beta in equation 2 again. We are relating them one by one. So let's take it. Remember, our equation 2 is alpha beta is equals to C over A. What is our beta now? Is alpha Q over P. So we have alpha then into alpha Q over P, which is equals to C over A. Now if we remove this bracket, we have alpha squared Q over P is equals to C over A. Now cross multiply. So I have A alpha squared Q is equals to PC. So we have divided by AQ because we are looking for alpha squared over AQ. So this go with this go with this. So I have alpha squared is equals to PC over AQ. Now I have alpha squared and beta squared. Our alpha squared is PC over AQ. Our beta squared is QC over AP. Now, since we have this, we want to find our use equation 3 in order to eliminate this alpha and beta. So see this. So from equation 3 now, from equation 3, equation 3 is alpha plus beta is equals to minus b over a. If you square both sides, this alpha plus beta, I can open the bracket, alpha plus beta, then I have alpha plus beta again is equals to b squared over a squared. If I remove this, if I take the squared inside the bracket, this negative b will be positive. So to remove this bracket, I have alpha squared plus alpha beta plus alpha beta plus beta squared is equals to beta squared over a squared. Oh, sorry, b squared over a squared. Now, it's something to say alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta from the identity, which is equals to b squared over a squared. Remember, we have alpha squared, we have beta squared. We have alpha squared is PC over AQ. So let's substitute PC over AQ, which is our alpha, plus what is our beta squared is QC over AP. QC over AP. Then we have plus 2. What is our alpha beta? Our alpha beta is C over A. So we have C over A, which is equals to B squared over A squared. Now, let's rewrite this. We have PC over AQ plus QC over AP plus 2C over A, which is equals to B squared over A squared. Now we can find the LCM, which is APQ. APQ. So AQ into APQ, we have what? P. P times PC, we have P squared C. Plus AP into APQ, we have Q. Q times QC, we have Q squared C. Plus A into APQ is AP, is PQ. PQ times 2C, we have 2PQ, which is equals to B squared over A squared. Now we can factor out, we can factor out C. So we have C into P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ over APQ, which is equals to B squared over A squared. Now, we can multiply through by A again. So to multiply through by A, we have multiply by A, multiply by A. This A goes with this A. This A goes one of this A. So I have C into P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ over PQ is equals to B squared over A. Now, if you carefully watch this P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ, I think it is something as P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ. I think it's something as P plus Q squared. If you open this bracket, you will get this. You will definitely get this. Okay, since they are the same, I can now remove this and put this. So I have C into P plus Q squared over PQ, which is something as B squared over A. If I cross multiply now, I have AC into P plus Q squared, which is equals to B squared, D squared, then PQ, then PQ. So here we have already proof. So left hand side is equals to this AC into P plus Q squared is equals to B squared PQ. So this is that. Thank you for watching. This is Huzaiv Wudil TV. Please, if you subscribe, press the icon bell, then and share it to your learning colleagues. Whenever we upload a new content, you will see it. So this is the proof. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.